Welcome, Dominators, to another war against NLDWarforce. Sorry, I had a small pause of recording my attacks because I was on a business trip and I didn't really have sufficient time to do the recordings. Nevertheless, I was in war and we fought against Dutch Warlords number 3 and Dutch Warlords number 2. And luckily we came out victorious in both of those battles, and it's really a pity that I didn't record it, but against Dutch Warlords number 3 we had a very interesting zero TT war, so no troop tactics in defense nor offense. So this war actually ended 95 to 92. Like back in the good old times, when it wasn't only 100 versus 100 and so on, but it actually, without the troop tactics, some of the Cold War age highly upgraded bases are close to impossible to take down. So their number 1 and 2 were actually left standing. So we got 95, but it ended up in our victorious because they struggled against quite a many of our bases, luckily. I will show you first my attack against NLDWarforce number 2. I wasn't able to record it, but what I checked was that my replay actually comes very close to the actual battle. So what I did is launched my tank destroyers and generals from the bottom, and then took Greek flamethrowers, 2 of them here, and then using one wall sapper to pinch through this wall here, because I don't want my troops to get stuck in these small mazes and attract the missile silo attention. And then rest of my main army went from the top side. Was actually aiming for a fast time because there's no defensive collisions and I have one offensive collision, so there shouldn't be any struggle in getting it down anyways. And then I kept a couple of heavy infantry to take care of the corner buildings here. Actually, because I was paying more attention with my strike fighters, with my supersonic fighters to the top, I missed out on this bottom anti-tank guns. Now I finally spot them, but actually my generals already had fallen to these tank destroyers. Although I think I had like 2 or 3 decoys left, so it was just unfortunate event that I didn't pay enough attention. But nevertheless, the battle was very quick, and the time was 1 minute and 28 seconds, as you can see here. So now they have tried my base 2 times. Their number 2 that had 3 offensive coalitions, but of course not maxed out, so he struggled there. Got 2 stars and 71%. Their number 3, of course, with no offensive coalitions, had very low chance of taking my base down. So now we are going against number 3. A couple of my bazookas are still training, so I will log back in a couple of minutes. See you guys soon. Okay, now we're ready to go against number 3. As you can see, 3 level 7 defensive coalitions. And definitely a tough nut to crack because I only have 1 offensive coalition. But again, I brought Greek flamethrowers, so I hope they will help me to run over this base. So my plan is here that I will launch my tank destroyers and T-62 from this side, and then before that I will use 1 decoy here for the forest fighters as well as the spawning troops here, and then I will launch my 3 generals here. And if I see that the forest fighters are somewhere in a good place, I will of course launch my strike fighters against them as well. And then I will launch 3 or 4 my Greek flamethrowers from this side, and my main army here also from the Alliance Gate side, because here they have straight route to take down the missile silo, and that is one of the key features of this base. If I get that down, I should be rather okay. And of course, then quite early on, I will also use Blitzkrieg somewhere here, and then protect my troops the rest of the way with the decoys. Let's see how it goes. Misclick right there. And as you can see, I'm actually launching my strike fighters from top, because the bottom side is all defended against air. So instead of launching to the bottom, I can actually control my strike fighters so that they would always approach from top. And that's a pretty handy trick to do. Speed up the troops as well. And in the corner here, I was hoping that tank destroyers would actually clear this side as well, but they approached from the center. So we need to, yeah, and then it's over. I'm guessing the time is pretty decent. No real struggles. 1 minute 58 seconds. Yeah, we are happy with that against the 3 defensive coalition space. So that was it today. I hope it was helpful to you guys as well, or at least entertaining. I will of course leave the result of the war to the end of this video.